Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking baseball. Headed to Oakland, where the A's are hosting the Astros. A's short home favorites here, minus 113. Total is 8.5 runs. We've got Christian Javier going for the Astros, who's 3-1 with a 3.08 ERA. And then we've got Sean Manaea on the hill for the A's, 3-2 with a 4.40 ERA. We've got Scott Rickenbach, who is off to a winning start in baseball this season. Scott, who do you like or what's the play here?
One of the keys to this, right off the bat, you mentioned it, is just the fact that this game is at Oakland. That's going to key a couple of things for me here with this matchup. Definitely wanted to talk about Javier having a bit of a high ERA here in the month of May. You mentioned his season ERA; it's pretty solid, but people can be fooled sometimes looking at the overall ERA in terms of just the fact that Javier last few starts a little bit high with that ERA. He's gotten into some trouble with the long ball of late. But overall, keep in mind he's allowed just 12 hits in about 17 innings over his last three starts. He also piles up the strikeouts, 44 strikeouts in 38 innings on the season. So really got to be careful here just saying that, oh, this guy's going to struggle now because of his ERA in the month of May. I like this guy. He's got good stuff. And I'm looking for a bit of a pitcher's duel in this one because Manaea is also off of a rough start, but that was at Boston. And here's where we come into that key about the location of this game. He's a guy that has fared much better at home throughout his career. 24-13 is his record in home starts. And in 5 of the last 6 seasons, including this season, which of course is just now in process, but he's allowed hitters to only hit about 230 or less in 5 of those 6 seasons in his home outing. So again, some guys just are so much better off their home mound. And occasionally a guy will go out and have a really rough outing like he did at Boston, but he can bounce back strong here. And another one of the keys is in terms of looking at no matter who you like to win this game, let me mention something there. Astros coming in on a 6-game winning streak. They've allowed only 2.7 runs per game in those 6 wins. As for the A's, they're coming off of a big win in their last game, which was at Minnesota. That was a high-scoring win for them, but in their prior 6 wins, they allowed an average of just 1.5 runs per game. So no matter who you like to get the win here, they're probably going to give up very few runs. I'm looking at the under in this matchup. I feel that the best value here is the under 8.5 as far as the side. Makes me a little nervous because Chelsea, I don't know what you think, but when I see a home team and they're only minus 115, again, I know, of course, the Astros off to a good start this season. They are a high-quality team, but I always get nervous taking the home team in that matchup, but yet that's where I would slightly lean here. But that minus 115 line has me a little nervous about the side in this one.
Right. And I think for me, the A's have been such a good team on the road this season. Away, they're 12-6, and home 13-11. So I think if they were on the road, I think there'd probably be a better value here. But looking at the Astros here at plus money, I don't know, this one definitely has me going each direction just because I think these teams play each other well. Last season, it was the Astros that kind of dominated the A's, but this season, I think it's pretty much even. After the A's swept the series to start the year, I think they took 2 or 3 from the Astros last time out. Anything else you're looking at on this one, maybe that better should be aware of?
Manaea in his last start against the Astros allowed just 1 earned run in 6 innings. So I think he could come up with a strong start here. And again, being careful with that ERA figure on Javier. The thing is, the last 3 starts that he's made against Oakland, he's actually allowed only 9 hits in about 13 innings of work. So I think the hits could be tough to come by here, which generally translates to runs are going to be a little tough to come by. So again, I'm leaning toward the under in this matchup, but overall, not crazy about this one because, as you mentioned, it could be a very entertaining series again between these teams. Could be a tight battle. So it's really hard to call the winner here. It might be like a 4-3 type game, but I like the under.
Right, and 8.5 is a nice healthy total these days. We've seen these totals go way down as the season has progressed. We've seen a lot of sevens, a lot of 7.5s, which used to be a low number for baseball, but it seems like the under has been the play. Under's hitting, I think, in most of these games, or at least at a winning percentage. So, do you think that's any value on that at 8.5?
Absolutely, and we talked about this before, Chelsea. I'm seeing a couple of the sharp books. We're making this video, of course, the night before the game, but they've got the total down to an 8 already. That's always an indicator to me that they're basically, these are sharper books, and they're encouraging, say, hey, you want to take the over? Go ahead. We'll give you an 8 right here. I think they're projecting too that this could be a lower scoring game. And I think getting that total at 8.5 while you can is definitely a good value to have on your side. Like you said, we've seen some lower totals this season, and getting that 8.5 here with the under is a good value play, in my opinion.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our baseball talk here on Picks and Parlays. Great stuff from Scott Rickenbach as always. Scott, thanks for joining us. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you hit the bell, you can be notified every time we go live or post a video.